All right, everybody, here we go. Rodtang versus Denis Puric. I actually did a video the other day talking about how Denis has the potential to knock out Rodtang. You might be rolling your eyes at me, but I'm saying I know this because I've sparred a number of times with Denis, and I know the power that he possesses. I've been hit by UFC fighters, I've been hit by ONE FC fighters, I've been hit by Bellator fighters at a variety of weight classes, and I know he has extreme power for somebody his size. He's one weight class below me, but he hits easily like somebody at my weight class. He throws everything into his shots, and I know this is going to be an exciting fight. Does he have a massive chance of victory? No. Rodtang is one of the best ever. Right there, we see a little bit of a warning because he caught the kick, rushed him backwards, threw up to his head, but shouldn't faze Rodtang. So yes, Denis has good power, but he's got a tough test in front of him in Rodtang. Rodtang coming off a pretty long layoff due to injury. He was supposed to fight Takaru. Superlek ended up getting that fight. But now he's back, and he's got a tough test in front of him. Denis, by the way, living in Canada, over in Toronto, Stony Creek, training out of House of Champions MMA, where Alain Hameljean is the head trainer there. You've seen him in my corner before. Very nice guy, great coach. Let's get back to the fight. Let's talk about some of the details that we're seeing here. Interesting. Rodtang is the guy getting backed up right now. We don't see that very often. It's usually Rodtang pushing forward, but I think he does respect the power of Denis. Look at how he throws everything into those hooks. There's some forward pressure from Rodtang. I figured this fight was going to be a barn burner, just these two guys standing and wailing on each other. They both have around the same stature, both hit hard. Good left hook there from Rodtang. Denis calling for more. He's not scared of getting hit. That's what makes it entertaining from both these guys. Good forwards pressure there. Good finish from Rodtang, even though Denis landed something. They are standing toe-to-toe. Denis calling for more. Nice body shot. Another left hook. Another left hook. That one looked like it kind of stunned Denis a little bit. Now Rodtang is on the hunt, moving forward. I like how he's changing levels. I think that's the one thing we could see out of Denis right now. Maybe a little bit more level change. All his hands are coming to head level. Rodtang had success there. He went body, and then went to the head. Nice body shot again. Slipped that head off the center line before throwing. Good knee. Wow, fun first round. We saw Rodtang start a little slower, back up, hands a little lower than normal. There's Superlek. Denis is going to have to make a couple adjustments here because he was missing too much early on, and then once Rodtang started landing, he was having trouble dealing with that pressure. Let's get some highlights here. The guy's just standing right in the pocket exchanging. Something that Denis is actually really good at, which I don't think we've seen yet, is his spinning sidekick. Very often, he doesn't just throw his spinning sidekick out of nowhere. He'll actually miss with his left hook, use that momentum to move into the spinning sidekick. So keep your eye out for that from him. I think he's got a Taekwondo background, and he incorporates that really well into his kickboxing game. Early start from Denis, putting that pressure on. I would say one of the areas that Rodtang has looked to recognize weakness is the cardio of Denis. He said that leading up, that his cardio will not hold, but if Denis did train really hard, I think he can make it all 3 rounds. Look at that. Oh, there's the spinning side kick off that missed left hook. Obviously, we're fighting under kickboxing rules. They don't have the 4-ounce gloves. This has to benefit Denis. Ooh, there was the hook cross. The cross landed. Looked like it might have wobbled Denis a little. He has his hands right down. Again, rides into that spinning side kick off the missed punch. One of the big troubles that he's having is actually landing on Rodtang, because Rodtang is actually moving backwards as Denis starts his combo. The difference being Denis is not really moving back. Rodtang throws, see how he stands as his ground? It makes it a little easier to at least land on something. But when somebody steps back and you're hitting air, that's frustrating. Just like that. You're trying to gain momentum, you're trying to land, and your opponent's just not there. That was good backwards movement though from Denis, and Rodtang with a little slip. This is a better round so far for Puric. Tried the nice counter off the left round kick there. Didn't connect, but good attempt. Nice fake. Switching legs on that low kick attack. Forget about how skilled Rodtang is, because we see him very often just drop his hands and just truck forward towards people engaging in a brawl. But he has awesome throws. His elbows are good. And apparently his head movement is pretty sharp too. He has his hands down. He's doing a good enough job evading those punches. Got caught a couple times there though. I like how Denis has started moving back. He's punching, moving backwards. The power won't be 100%, but he's landing and he's not taking as much punishment as he backs up now. Good overhand from him there. Definitely stronger around, though he just ate the left hook. I mean, both these guys are so tough. Nice. Working the body. Rodtang getting after the body there. Again. And then switches levels. Denis just dropping his head and dropping bombs in there. That was a fun second round. Here we go. Into the corner. You have to imagine at this point, advice-wise, you're telling Rodtang that the pressure is working well. Keep taking the step backs as Denis throws, but then get on the hunt. Get on that attack, because when he does go on the attack, you can tell that pressure is a little difficult for Denis. This is good performance too, considering how long he's been out of the ring. I'm not a big believer in ring rust. I think you can bounce back with hard training, strong mental fortitude, but maybe it affects different people, and it looks like a good return. Here we go into the third and final round. I would say Rodtang is up a little bit right now. I know it's only 2 rounds. First round for Rodtang for sure. Second round was closer. They're just starting right back at it. At least both guys, see how as they throw, they drop their head off the center line, so it makes it that much harder to counter them. Because as they're throwing hard, their other hand's not necessarily up that high. They're just relying on head movement to be out of the way, to stay safe. Denis trying to fake there that spinning side kick is coming. Nice hook cross. He lands with the right. Just again, I'd like to see some level switches from Denis. Constantly headhunting is a little difficult. They've both sort of throwing the kicks out. Not really seeing anything with the legs now. It's a boxing match. Rodtang jabbing like a boxer, hand down at waist level, just snapping up. Denis recognizing there you can't catch the kick. Hunting forward. Love that spinning kick. He just does it so seamlessly. Tries to switch levels. Fake that spinning side kick, hoping Rodtang was going to go for the block down low and the spinning back fist would land, but no success. Rodtang too smart for that. Just over 1 minute remaining. You have to assume at this point that Denis is going to need a knockdown to get himself back into the fight. Again, he's always capable of it, even though Rodtang is a tank and very rarely looks like he gets hurt. They are both just stepping forward, standing right in the box. That body shot, I think, has been a really good way of slowing Denis down. Now Rodtang thumps his head, says, "Here we go," but Denis obliges. I'm going to see these guys just throw caution to the wind at the end and just bomb the shots on each other. Or will Rodtang be a little smarter and go, you know what, I have the fight. Don't have to risk anything. Just over 10 seconds remaining. Great attempt from Denis. Fantastic fight. There it is. Nothing but respect for these two guys. And look at the respect they have for each other. That is fantastic. Here we go to the decision. Both fighters, hands in the air, thinking they've done enough. But you have to assume that Rodtang is the one who's going to walk away with the victory here. He came in, Rodtang, over 5 pounds above the 135 weight class. Denis takes home 25% of his purse, which is substantial because Rodtang is getting big paychecks now. Last I heard, something around $200,000 to $300,000 American. So Denis could walk away with like $50,000 plus. But there's the win for Rodtang. That's all that matters to him. Fantastic fight from both guys. Thanks for joining me today, guys. I will see you back here soon for another video.